All right, party people. It's me and Pop. Y'all know we over here on this couch, man. We gonna react to, a little news going on right now, and we gonna give y'all our thoughts and opinions on it. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Standing on business.
And we finna stand on it.
Together now. Standing on business. It's always.
You feel that every step of the way. Like the moment
Honestly, don't get into no long shit, bro. I gotta ask you, man. God damn, y'all boys scared. Bro, as us pretty red dimes as we are, how in the hell did you pull Simone Biles? And I love this football talk, bro. I gotta get to it. I'm over here rubbing my knees trying to answer this question.
Hey, Chad, I wanted to tell him, he's talking about being looked over. Now, when the right people look at you.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
How did you do that, bro?
Man, it's really how she pulled me, man. That's the question.
Oh,
man.
Lord Jesus. Now you with Freddie. Now it's back. now you
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, organic story, man. So I just got to Houston. I probably have been to Houston 7 months. I was single at the time, so I'm just living, being me and myself. And COVID had just hit, but I had just went to Arizona, and one of my boys are like, "Hey, man, you gotta check out this app, And I'm like, "Nah, I'll check it out." Like, what is it? It was called Raya at the time. So basically, it's like a dating app, but you have to go through certain criteria to make sure that you're who you are. So literally, have been on the app for a couple of days, man, and it's like she pops up, and I'm like, let me see what this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so it piqued my curiosity, So I'm like, okay, I'll see what's up. I swiped her, and it said we matched, so I'm just like, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout, and I come back, and I had some likes on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this might be it. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messaged me on the app, like, hey, you know what I mean? And man, this gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but like the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college, and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August, so I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched, Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
But
like I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we were texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much as COVID happened. Everything was shut down. So she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really the catch in.
I always say the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did, though.
Is what you're saying.
I was fighting.
So in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying.
At the time, I'm not gonna say that.
That's what you're saying.
I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, man, this is my third year. I'm trying to. I'm like, it's kind of early. But like I said, man, it happened when you least expect it. And we hung out, man. It was like we hit it off.
Shit, I'm fighting for my life right now.
Okay.
Y'all keep tagging me and asking me to speak.
So they wonder why I put that in there. Because I feel like that's how Jonathan Owens feels right now, since he said he was the prize, he was the catch. Obviously, Pop, he been burning the internet up. Everybody mad about what he said, so that's why I put that in there. You know what I'm saying? My boy fighting for his life right now with these internet people. Let me go ahead and get into it, so I'm going to stop clowning. I'm going to be real for a second. Here's what I told Pop off camera. If most of the people complaining are single women, please be quiet. On a conversation about marriage, you need to sit down, because it's something you don't know nothing about. You're not married, you don't have no experience. Fall back on this one. Opinions is like buttholes. Everybody got one.
And you do know what, I'm going to cut you off, but you do know that 9 times out of 10, that's who doing the complaining because the women that's married
ain't got nothing to say.
they don't have nothing to say. They're not sitting around complaining. They ain't got nothing to say.
Me and my wife talked about this before I came over here to shoot, right? And here's something my wife said. She said, I really don't even get the point of why everybody got nothing to say.
I don't.
You know what I was thinking? And this is being honest. My wife really don't care because she married. She don't give a shit. So see, the married women ain't the ones out here
with all these opinions. That's what I said a minute ago. Right.
That's why I said it's a bunch of unmarried women who out here doing all this projecting. She's sitting in the interview next to him, smiling, skinning, and grinning the whole time.
And most of y'all out there, y'all just mad because y'all didn't get a shot to get him.
Say it again. And all of y'all, if that's running your mouth, most of y'all, if she left him, you be the first ones in his DM.
You gonna be the first one slide in.
Let the church say amen. You be the first one to backstab her. You get out here, and I got on TikTok earlier, me and Pop did what I did while we was cooking, getting ready to do the show, y'all. And if you looked up this subject on TikTok, all kind of hyenas is making videos. And I guarantee you, 95% of these same hyenas making these videos, if they could get that caliber of man, they would slide in that brother DM and be on the first flight smoking to replace Miss Biles. Or my fault, Miss Owens.
Because that's what it is now.
Put some respect on that black man name.
Hey, that's what it is now, ain't it?
Huh?
That's what it is now.
That's what it is now. Stand on that business.
That's what it is now.
You know what? This young lady right here, shout out to this creator. Dana Dane, 1987, back up, whatever it is. Shout out to her. She stands on a lot of business. She call a lot of stuff just square business on TikTok. Whether it's men or women, she call a lot of stuff just straight down the middle. I really like her. Let me see what she got to say about this.
On Simone Biles' husband's interview, and I'm getting ready to ruffle some of y'all tail feathers. What I'm gonna say. I don't think that y'all problem with his interview really is the interview. From the time she showed who she was dating and marrying, the real problem is y'all have associated athletes to a specific type of woman that they like. And usually those are biracial or women who are not black, and they fit a specific aesthetic, right? And because Simone Biles does not, since the time they went public with the relationship, you've been trying to find a reason as to why he really don't want her for real.
They ain't listening to you, Dana.
This interview is nothing more than y'all trying to confirm a bias that you already had in your mind. You picking the interview apart and trying to confirm in your mind why you already felt like he really didn't want her.
Come on now.
So you pulling things apart like him saying he didn't know who she was. Maybe he didn't know who she was. You know how many athletes I don't know who they are? I don't care about athletes. I don't do my homework on them. Could be standing beside them in Target and wouldn't know who they are. Don't care.
This is one thing I will agree with her on. Me and my wife, we talk about it all the time. We don't be knowing who none of some of these people that are supposed to be stars be today, Pop.
Me either.
We don't be knowing who some of these actors and actresses. We don't know who some of these people supposed to be.
I don't.
They got the one young lady. I heard it on TikTok. Whatever her song is, my man. I still don't know who that girl is that sang that damn song. I do not be knowing these people.
No, I don't. No.
So I can genuinely believe I'm gonna be honest with you. I do sports. I do sports a lot. You and I both know that. There's still a whole lot of these people I don't know.
Absolutely correct.
And I do sports.
That's right.
So imagine a person that don't even really do the sport like that. And I get people trying to go and pull up these old tweets like, oh, well, he said something about Gabby Douglas. Gabby Douglas don't mean he knew who Simone Biles was. And just so everybody know, if you go back to that Olympics where Gabby Douglas's name was trending, Simone Biles' name was not. What we were hearing about was Gabby Douglas.
That's right.
So him tweeting about Gabby Douglas don't mean he knew who Simone Biles was, people.
So,
not just to say this, everybody ain't a damn groupie that want to care and know about everything about a bunch of so-called celebrities. So generally, maybe the man didn't know who she was.
It's very believable that he couldn't know who she is if he don't pay attention to Olympics, right? Then next thing I kept hearing y'all upset about the fact that he thinks he's a prize. I mean, let's be honest. He's a professional athlete and he is attractive. You can argue in my comment section amongst other women as to whether or not you don't think he's attractive, but he is. He is an attractive man and he's a professional athlete. You know how many women he probably have trying to get at him? If he think that he the prize, he'd have every right to think so. You know why? Because he falls in the top 1% of men for two different reasons. His looks, his money, his status. He falls into it for multiple different reasons. So if he thinks that he's the prize, he wouldn't be wrong in thinking that, right? A lot of people think that they the prize. That's not limited to just women. Not only women can think that they the prize. If somebody think that they're a good catch and they bring things to the table that's valuable, they can think that they the prize.
See, and that's what I said to Pop off camera. I don't care if it's the man or the woman. If you know you got something that you bring into the table, you should think you a good catch. I don't care what nobody say to me.
Yes.
If you think that you finna be a valuable person in this partnership and build, and it's finna be real, and you're gonna be faithful, and you're gonna be loyal, and it's gonna be what y'all said it's gonna be, then you should feel like you a great catch for that other person. Why in the hell would you not? Male or female. Why would you not? If you're a woman and you know you coming in here with all your stuff together, your body count right, all the way you carry yourself, you handle yourself is correct, you know what you can do with this for this man, then why would you not think you a great catch for that man? As a woman, you better think you a great damn catch.
I
don't understand why do people have a problem that other people think highly of themselves? What the hell else am I supposed to think? I'm a piece of shit.
Well, let me say it like this about what you just said. I'm gonna use this as an example. A traditional woman, in my mind,
hell of a catch.
That's a great catch.
Hell of a catch. Can't get no better.
And I'm not gonna lie when I say I'm not lying.
Can't get no better.
And I think that she should think
that she's a hell of a catch.
That she's a catch.
That's what I'm saying.
Because here's my issue with too many of y'all in relationships that I'm gonna tell you. I personally believe when two people come together, and this is just me being real, I believe when two people come together that each one of them should feel like they upgraded.
Yes, and you should feel like you will catch. That person should feel like they're a catch. I don't like you said, what is it?
I'm gonna say again.
You should.
That's what I'm talking about. Each one of them should feel like that they hit the lottery. Each one of them should feel like they hit the lottery. Not one of them, but both of them should.
And if not, then we doing the wrong thing.
Thank you.
It's funny how it's okay to speak life into your son and tell him that, you know, he gonna be a heartbreaker, women will be happy to get him and all this kind of stuff. But when you meet somebody else's son who's sure of himself and don't need your validation, then it's problematic and you don't like it and then he's sassy. I say all of that to bring this back home to the original point, which is y'all have just been looking for a reason to pull apart their relationship because you don't believe in it. You do not believe that a man like him would want a Simone Biles. And that's the end of the story.
Come on now.
So you have been waiting on an interview for him to say something that would validate your feelings that you already had about their relationship. I don't know whether or not their relationship gonna work or not, but what I do know is y'all didn't believe in it in the first place, right? You already thought he had a hidden agenda as to why he's with her. So this interview is just more of y'all trying to confirm a bias that you already had about it.
In waking and breaking news,
I'm honestly, I got a few more clips I could play, but I'm kind of done with it, fellas. All right, young ladies. Here's reality. Some of you same women, y'all came at her for how her hair looked in the wedding photos that they released, right? Y'all was talking down about the sister, want to know why she didn't get no touch up on the hair. She had to come out and explain. They've been in like the Houston heat, 4-5 hours and all that. So where is it that the line drawn? Because I believe what she said. Because here's reality. I'm not knocking Simone Biles. I'm a big fan of her as far as her talent goes. Don't think she's the most attractive woman I've seen on this planet. So as she just said, y'all didn't think that the brother really wanted to be with her anyway. You've been nitpicking from Jump Street. But you didn't listen to the whole interview when he talked about how much she done motivated and made him better and different things like that. You ain't listening at the way he praised his wife and all the positive things he had to say about her. Said when he hung out with her the first time, it was like the best time he had ever had hanging out with a girl in his life. Like, y'all ain't even listening to all that.
I'm going to tell you what else you ain't listening to. I'm going to echo what you just said real quick.
Go ahead, Pop.
I'm going to go with you. Because, since they didn't see the...
Yeah, because y'all didn't listen to none of that.
Right, so you missed them. So,
all of that.
What you just said as well. So y'all don't recognize and realize that guy right there called himself a nerd. See, that's the next thing that you don't even realize. So now he's a professional athlete, but he also called himself, in this same interview, if you're going to look at more of it, he called himself a nerd. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go down the road you just went down. Also, what he said is that his wife helped him in his game for his game to be better.
So I'm saying, but like you said,
that's what he said. But that's what he also said about his wife.
They didn't listen to none of that in that interview.
Because his wife said, "Well, baby, you look a little slow." He said, "Look." I said, "What?" He said, "No, baby, you look a little slow." His wife told him, encouraged him, "You need to start." I'm gonna say this to y'all. I'm gonna show you just how God works. His wife tells him, well, you need to start reacting opposed to basically overthinking. So that's the reason why he was actually moving slow. Well, guess what? The coaches told him the same thing.
And now he's at Green Bay, and if I'm pretty sure I'm right, he's now a starter. Everybody tried to say he was like some bench player and all that. You're capping.
Because he's the one that actually said, because of his intelligence level, smart brother, real smart brother.
Real. College educated.
Right. He said that he has a tendency to overthink things. And that's the reason why
she told him to slow it down.
That's the reason why he was actually reacting slower.
Because he's thinking too much.
He said that in that same interview.
But they didn't hear that.
His wife tells him that, but she didn't know that the coaches had already been telling him the same thing.
And they got him another contract because he was in Houston and now he over there in Green Bay. So I want everybody to understand what you just said. So nobody gave him no credit for him talking about how his wife has now helped him, because that's now a second contract that he owned. When it might have been the end of the road without him and her having that conversation and him starting to react differently. So now when he put that tape out there, other teams want to pick him up.
Absolutely correct.
But see, y'all overlooked all that. We didn't do none of that. We missed all the positive that he said about her. And y'all focused on this one little bitty itty place. Let me tell you something as I end this. If you're not married, I'm going to need you to stop trying to talk about married people business. If you ain't never been married, I'm going to need you to stop talking about married people business. Just straight up with you, it's something you don't know nothing about.
And then I'm going to take them to church.
Dating is not the same. Pop gonna go ahead and take you where he need to take you. Let the church say amen.
I'm about to take out church real quick. Now, did y'all hear everything that I just said about her? Y'all need to go back, for all of y'all. I don't care if you believe, you may or may not believe, go back into the book of Genesis and what God created man, and then he created woman, and he called her to help me. That's so right. y'all do realize and understand is that what she's been doing
is being a help me.
It's her role.
It's her role. Shout out to my wife, because she done us for 2 decades.
Thank you. That's the only time. That's where I'm going with this thing. She is doing what God designed her to do. She's helping her man to be even better.
It's facts.
Now, what do we know as men? So if you gonna roll with me like that, that makes me get in the trenches more for you.
That's a fact. It's my motivation.
You gonna help me like that?
That's my motivation.
Guess what? I'm going hard in the paint.
Me and my wife was talking about that driving to get put on his phone yesterday.
I'm going hard in the paint because guess what? I got a support system.
It's my motivation.
I got somebody that's going to help me out. Yeah. I got somebody that got my best interest in mind. Yeah. I got somebody looking out for me. She is the help me, like it says in the Bible. So all of y'all out there that's got a problem with it, like I said, I just took you to church. So you need to go back and look, because I'm going to say this. A lot of y'all would have a relationship, or you would have a better relationship if you became a help me and stopped trying to be the one that's actually running the show.
Y'all heard what he said.
Because you're supposed to be the one, God created you to be the one to support. So at any point in time, in any area that he may need some assistance in, that's where you step in and help him, because that's the role that God gave you. And that's all that she's doing. So for anybody out there that's got a problem with it, you can go argue with your mama, because guess what? It's in the Bible, and it is what it is, because God created you to be the helpmeet, and that's what she was doing that y'all didn't hear. When y'all trying to talk about him being the prize, you trying to be the prize. Well, guess what? I'm gonna go and keep it real with you. I'm really about to make you mad, because guess what? He is the prize. Now, y'all, you can go argue with your mama. But hold on. But so is she.
Two things can be true.
So is she. Because guess what? As I tell y'all all the time over here on this podcast, you know one thing that we do? We tell y'all about different lines for movies and all this kind of thing. Well, guess what? Once again, I'm going to the WWE. I'm going to one of my favorite wrestlers, and that's The Rock. The Rock said, know your role and shut your mouth. She playing her role. Just like he playing his role, she playing her role. That's the reason why a lot of y'all mad, because he playing his role and she playing her role. And y'all mad about their relationship because both of them is doing what they should be doing. Now y'all single, upset, mad, lonely women,
hyenas,
shut up and get out the comment section.
I'm telling you.
Of people's videos talking all that crap, because guess what? Y'all gonna be the reason why I'm investing in boxed wine and cat food.
Y'all come get him away from me.
Because y'all gonna continuously to help my bloodline to be filthy, stinking, hog nasty, rich is what you gonna do. God. You gonna help us.
Oh God, he went on.
Because that's what we gonna invest in.
It's me and Pop. Oh, it's me and Pop. We over here on the couch, man. Y'all know we just tell it like it is on TikTok, man. Y'all come check us out, man. I was dying just then behind this camera, just so y'all know. One day when we get bigger, we gonna let y'all see something behind the scenes, and I be cracking the hell up. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.